Okay. It's been a hell of a few days.
You could say that. Yeah. I feel like left out. I'm the only one without a chain. We need an MDMR chain.
Right.
Okay. So let's start with you, Bella. What do you have to talk about?
Give me just a second. I have a demon issue at the moment. If somebody else wants to start.
Okay.
Speaking of demon issues, we
Yes,
exercise.
that's
We got Beatrice to exercise Fixer today because apparently he had a demon in him. We
Sorry.
had to take him.
Wait, he was possessed by a
Yeah.
demon?
Look. Okay, we walked out of the studio. There was a statue in the corner. It was made of real skin. It wouldn't move.
What
It had a
the
string to pull on it. Look. It's
What?
just the whole thing. We had to call Beatrice. Beatrice starting doing her thing, and the statue may or may not have shut itself, which is why the studio had to be steam cleaned and like scrubbed to the T with some new fresh
Oh, so
fresh
that's why
vanilla.
it smells like vanilla.
Yeah. Look.
I mean, it was
that
lavender,
happened,
but me
and Chloe said
me and
lavender's no
Chloe
good.
was like, no, we're not gonna do that because
Yeah, I
we
feel
hate
that,
lavender.
honestly. Yeah,
Fucking lavender is terrible.
Really?
I love
There's a
lavender.
lavender, anti-lavender. All right.
I hate lavender. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Okay. Anyways, so I need to know exactly how things are run as far as like with the budget, signing on new artists with bonuses for the contracts and stuff like that. Because Fixer, uh, you know, is my first situation to discuss because he wants to come sign on as an artist and he wants to know what we can offer him, but I cannot be in the position to hire anybody as an artist without knowing exactly how the bonuses were run before, and I don't even know how much money's in the bank account to even begin to budget for those type of things.
Sweetie, I can't even begin to tell you how much is in the account because the first place I came when I woke up was here. So I haven't even accessed an AT. I don't even know how much I have personally.
I feel that.
So don't worry about the budget as far as like the paperwork and shit goes, because that's kind of like my arena. That's kind of my demon to deal with, for lack of better words. But yeah, budget is fine. As far as sign-on bonuses, we didn't really talk too much about it. It really just depends on how they're brought in. If they're like a bigger known artist from like Wu Chang or XCC or whatever, we would give them at least like 100K, just to be like, hey, like we can offer you so much more than what Wu Chang and XCC can offer. And that's just kind of like a bonus to be like, hey, yeah, welcome to the family. You deserve this. You're part of the family now. Like, if you need anything, you know where to come and stuff like that. So that's just kind of like a thanks. But I would prefer it come from like go through me first before it's just given out, because as much as I love Fixer, he did not really approve many things to go out of the budget through me first, and that was very, very aggravating, because I have a system that I track the bank account with very close, and when I see money disappear that I didn't say yes to, it's just like, okay, well, now I have to have this talk and I have to have this talk. And like every dollar that is in the account is accounted for something,
Yeah.
So if we do give out bonuses, let's make sure that it goes through me first. As far as like contracts, we will work on that later. That's kind of like a big task to take on, because we basically have to rewrite ours from scratch.
Yeah. Which I have contact information for a new lawyer to do the contracts with.
Okay.
So I'll be reaching out to them. Chloe had kind of made the connections with them, but I'm gonna reach out to them personally. As
Who's
and
the lawyer?
Percy, I think she said the name was. Let me go back in our text. Okay, hold on. Oh, Odessa.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know
It's
Odessa. I've
Percy.
known
Why am I
Odessa
thinking about
for
Percy?
long.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, but so as far as like any expenses go, I will run through you.
Yes.
And every artist that's gonna come be signed on is gonna be situational. So I'll make sure to discuss it with you. We'll figure out
Perfect.
what we value them at, and we'll negotiate that with this. With each individual artist, and we'll go from there. I'm not gonna make any
Right.
decisions like that without you. So
Okay. As far as song submissions, do you have access to the chart? Yeah, I know we talked about that previously.
yeah, I can do the submissions if you want to just take care of the payouts for those.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you had access to the chart
Mm-hmm.
to submit it. Um, okay, so that's good. Anything else from Bella that you need to go over?
Yes, MDMR before Fix or Quit was going to sponsor tomorrow's block party. If we could sponsor still and use that, because Overboost is going to be paying for the food, the alcohol, and the cash prize for the lowrider contest. If we can still sponsor it, whatever money that we would be sponsoring and putting up for it, because I've been advertising it with MDMR's logo. Uh,
How much was he planning to sponsor for?
that I have no idea, but I was gonna say if we wanted to just cover the expense of the artists, uh, at
How much are you paying per artist?
I was gonna do the 25K. I wasn't
Okay,
really sure how
I'll
much.
have to I'll have to go through how much we have in the account. How many artists are performing?
I think we have 5-ish.
Okay.
I'll have to get a firm count tomorrow, 5 or 6.
Okay. I'll run through the account after this meeting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on real quick.
and even if we have to, I do definitely want us to
Hey.
utilize the government grants as
No,
well.
what you up to?
especially
I'm in
'cause
a
it's
meeting
just
right now at
like
MDMR.
it's one
Oh,
thing if there's
all
something
good, Chica.
that's
I'm gonna give Julio some stuff
more
to sell to you and appraise and stuff. Okay.
Okay, sounds
Later.
good. Bye.
Will get
I-
paid, no
Bye.
problem. Like
Yeah.
that's the number one thing. If we're
Sorry.
doing a sponsor, the
Mhm.
number one thing is making sure the artists get paid because
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's what we strive ourselves in is to make sure that our people get paid because they
Mhm.
do a lot of work to get that money.
Yeah. I just the whole entire thing is that even if like I said, if we get a government grant, we can even pay like a little bit more as well.
Yeah,
to,
I was trying to work on that a little
Thank
bit
you for letting me know. I
when Sexton was
appreciate
the
it.
mayor, because Sexton and I are very close. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, I just had vacation that I had to go on. So
yeah. Wait, 1 second. Apologize. Hello?
I do have a question. I need to purchase microphones. Is that something that they have to set up for us every 24 hours, or we were able to actually store them in the supply bin?
no, it's not
We
24
can store
hours.
them.
It's we can store them. So when you put them up, they last for 3 days.
Okay.
And I think they stay good in the storage for 2 weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as we have like a regular purchase schedule, which I can even talk to Eve about, um,
Mhm.
we can set up like a routine like once every 2 weeks. I can, send out a purchase order for like 5 microphones or something.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to try to do that. I got all the contact information from Party Hardy the other day.
Mhm.
But the person that I talked to, Sid, she was saying that she has to set it up and it's only good for like 24 hours, I believe she
No, no,
said.
no, 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 no. That's too much. We would be broke if we kept on buying.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that seems like a scam. Um, so yeah, don't worry about that. I'll talk to Eve, or even Nancy. I might talk to Nancy because I like Nancy. Eve is great too. But I'll talk to them and we can set up like a schedule, like purchase order to go out every 2 weeks and be like, hey, we'll give you like this amount of money for you know, like 6 microphones or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we always have one.
Okay, yeah.
We're also going to get on a purchase order of ATM because I know I've been gone and that's kind of like my department to handle the ATM. So once I know that Eve is awake, I'll message her and ask her for an ATM. That lasts every 2 months. So that will just be like a once every month or once every 2 months purchase order. It's only I think it's like only 10K for an ATM, so
Oh, okay.
really not that much money.
Perfect.
Okay. Anything else from you, Bella?
Nope, I think that's it. The only thing that I was wanting from the MDMR sponsorship was just to make sure that we can get the artist paid. I was gonna talk
It's
to
already done.
Nancy. I was gonna talk to Nancy about getting a stage, but I think I'm just gonna do a festival bus, and I can, if need be, I can just purchase that from my own pocket to go towards it. If
No. We'll fund the bus.
okay,
Don't worry about that.
yeah, it's
That's the
south
least of my
side.
concern.
It's south side, so I figured it'd probably be better to do festival bus instead of a stage. You know, just make it
Yeah,
real south side.
yeah, don't worry about the bus. We'll handle that.
Okay, perfect.
I'll send you the money today
Okay.
for it. Just get me the number and I'll send it over to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Raiden, you have anything?
And I'll get the final list of artists today too, as well.
Perfect. Okay.
No, I don't think there's nothing money wise. Really, it's kind of just
Well, this isn't
things
just like money things. This is like an overall collective of like what needs to change in MDMR because I'm back and I want this company to strive. You guys know I've lived for this company. So it might be a little slow for me to like first get into it because I've been gone for so long. So it's going to take me a little bit to get into the swing of things and everything, but I'm back and I'm willing to help you guys. And I I want to make sure this company is what we were before.
Yeah.
And I'll do anything to get to that level again. So this isn't just about budget. This is like a full-on executive meeting of what we can do to make MDMR even better than we were before.
Exactly.
Yeah, I will say that I think a primary focus should also be doing more events and trying to make presence in both storms. And then each new artist that signs on, at least a small event to, to either rebrand them, like if Fixer were to come back and decide that he wants to come back and we have a good offer for him, rebrand him, and then any artist that comes around do like a little, small pop-up event. Give me just a second.
I do like I know Arthur had like an idea of basically advertising the artists and kind of getting them out there and letting people know that they are available for bookings. I did like that point.
I was thinking about doing something like that because when we did Intern Idol, we were posting stuff about the people that were, going to be performing at Intern Idol, and it was like little fact sheets about them. So I kind of want to get with a graphic designer and being like, I want like an artist profile set up for everybody, something that we can just easily post on Twitter and be like, hey, this person does this kind of style of music and they have, such and such songs on the radio, big hits like blah blah blah, and then we can provide either my number or Bella's number, your number, to say like, hey, if you want to book them for your event, please get in touch with us. Like we want to make it apparent that these artists will perform, and anything that they need as far as we can do as far as a record label, like we can offer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking about that, honestly. Okay, cool, we can do that.
So big concerns at the moment is our roster is probably 8 strong. And I can probably
as far
name
as
them off
the executive or
No, as in terms of artists. The rest are
Oh,
either
okay.
inactive or LOA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Today I will be
so
starting
the-
to send out emails to touch base with everybody to see where they're at, if they plan on, being around anytime soon. Because we do
Okay.
need to have a big staff meeting with everyone who
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
is
Yeah,
involved.
that we have to
then-
get together.
And then one big thing that I think, unfortunately, Pixie went under the radar for was like onboarding for being an internal artist here. In the past, we hired interns on, and they had to record one new track with MDMR and one
Yep.
collab with an MDMR or other artist.
Yep.
And that was bypassed for Pixie and for Chloe, and they went straight to artists. I have no issues with that. They're amazing. They're talented. But what
Mhm.
happened was then we didn't have like a next path. What happens once they're artists? Because there wasn't anyone else here working on events, working on marketing for them, like an artist manager or a talent manager, events planners. And that's where I think Fixer got Saint to help out with the block party and kind of working on the events. And then we showcased those two new talent there. But it was, I think they just kind of got chucked in the deep end really quickly.
Okay.
Like Pixie didn't even know she could do mixtapes here or merchandise here until today. And
Oh,
she's
wow.
almost been here like 3 weeks to a
wow.
month. So it's like
Okay.
we missed all of that, and I don't know
Right.
where or how, right? So we're just trying to figure out like, but Chloe was working on some sort of onboarding thing, right? From memory.
Yeah, I need to
I
go
think
look
she
through
mentioned
it.
she was working on some sort of onboarding thing that she was interested in doing, that she would have liked it when she was going through things. So that might be a conversation to have to see her thoughts, because I think she's hungry to kind of help out,
Right.
but she just doesn't know what that looks like yet.
Yeah.
Which is understandable.
I think everyone to be hired on as an intern, except for very few, exceptions for like, so even non-artist interns, like if you're a graphic designer, we need to see so
100%.
many designs before you move up to your full position. If you want to do marketing, we need to see so many social media posts from you within so much time before you get that firm title. So I think and then give them a month or 2 months as interns to see if they, if they're hungry for it, and if they're not, then
Right.
have that
I feel like
conversation.
that. It gives a person reason to even do any, to produce products,
Yeah, it gives them like a
Yeah,
goal,
exactly.
to reach.
I think
of
the
those
main
things where it's like-
thing. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's one of those things where if you give the person just the role off the bat, it's like there's no guarantee that because of them it's one of
Yeah.
those things where it's like, oh, I have the role, okay, yeah, whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
And it also ensures that they're not going to come over here just to receipt form too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Which honestly had been a problem in like I guess the past 3 weeks. There was a big problem with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
We haven't had any new music come through.
Oh hell yeah, go Matt! I appreciate
or,
it, you guys. Thank
it'd
you.
be what, like I don't even know what the last radio submission was, but it'd be close to nearly 2 months, a month and a half maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like once this big company meeting takes place, there's going to be a lot of things that are cleared up.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sorry, I have a animal fur in my mouth that needs to remove itself immediately.
I feel that.
Okay, there we go.
The furry demon.
Hellhounds, they're great. We love them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I really think that once this company-wide meeting is going to take place, which I'm hoping we can schedule for if I'm pretty sure both Bella and Raiden know, but say outer city, I go to treatments Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and I'm gone for about 5 hours in the morning. And like I cannot come here. Like it's like non-negotiable. I have to be gone. It's very important. It actually is keeping me alive. So I need to keep going to that. So other than that, like I'm totally willing to try my best to come back. I really needed that fucking vacation. It was incredibly necessary to kind of clear my head and start over again and yeah, all of that. But yeah, this meeting, I think it needs to take place either on a Tuesday or a Thursday, so I can be sure to make it for the entire thing, because I want to be there for the entire thing.
Right.
Yeah, give me just a second. I'm sorry.
And with that too, I think we would definitely want
Hey, what's
to
up?
do like
What's good? I got the jewelry part and the necklace and for the happy.
Yeah. I'm in a meeting right now, but I'm gonna be back in the audio whenever I'm finished up
What the meeting about that?
at MDMR.
Okay. I need to go back to the business, but
It's
Yeah,
great
yeah.
to see
I'll
Harlow
talk
back.
to you after.
Okay.
All right, bye.
I just needed that vacation. It was.
We used to say we used to call Harlow.
Thank you guys so much
Used
for all
to
the
call
follows. I
Harlow the
really
label
appreciate
mommy.
it.
Yep, I am. I'm still the label mummy. That didn't change.
All right. We're still calling Harlow the label mom.
Yeah, I'm still the label mummy.
I love it. Okay. Let's see. I had so many ideas. I really think we need to utilize pop-up shows more. And it's
Agreed.
it's kind of
Yes.
funny that Fixer was so against pop-up
Right
shows
now?
and is
Yeah,
currently
look.
hosting a pop-up show. Like,
Wait, why was he so against them?
Oh, he was just like, he thinks that they were a waste of time because nobody would show up. But in my opinion, one or two people showing up is better than nothing. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's one or two more people that may have never heard your music before.
Exactly. I love the idea of pop-up shows. Really do.
Yeah, because when I first came around, when I first moved here, like there was nothing but pop-up shows, and it was so much fun during all parts of the storms. So I think that it really needs to be a thing. And like I said before too, we really need to make a presence in the other hours too. And I could try to be more around during those hours and try to focus on that. I know not everybody can be, but
I was gonna ask, can somebody give me access to the emails, by the way?
oh yeah, I could do that right now.
Wait, you didn't even have that? Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah.
What?
We need I think we need SK to change the roles in the email chain cuz Fixer wasn't able to do it above him.
Okay.
So let me send you that though.
So
Okay, I just
before
emailed it
Fixer
over.
left, there were 2 documents that we had in progress. Technically, one was submitted, one has not been seen by anyone else but Fixer. I put them together. One was a storefront application. I don't think it's gone ahead, and because I haven't heard nothing from no one, but was for storefront application for MDMR. We originally talked to Denzel about putting it next to where the wigwam is, next to Gold Rush. I don't think that is going ahead now, but they're going to potentially use that spot for something else.
Okay.
So that's one topic. If we want an MDMR storefront, there is a proposal already. It needs to be repurposed in some way to get that reactivated.
Can we not do a storefront here in the lobby?
No, it has to be a building that can be decorated and can have a kind of a willy, if you catch my drift. To sell things, and we can't put a willy in here.
Damn.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Unfortunately, that would be cool.
So that's one, and the other one was a 6-month report when Fixer first joined. After that, he wanted to present to, I think, SK and Tommy, which never got to see the light. And it was kind of talking about where what he'd achieved over the 6 months, who the artist roster is, the current structure, the plans for what he wanted to do next. All of that, we've been in discussions with. I just don't think it's got to anyone to then get to that next stage. So it's just thoughts on a page at this stage. But I think executing on some of those is probably a great idea. And the team and the people that we have, I think, are all hungry for it. We just need to make sure that everyone knows what part they play in building that.
Which the meeting that we're gonna have will definitely clear that up a lot. Kind of give everybody on the same level as to what the goals are that we
Mhm.
want to achieve as a
Mhm.
record label. So
Exactly.
because I think that's that's the big problem, right? Is that everybody just doesn't understand, like doesn't know what the goal is, you know, what the main goal is of the record company and what direction you want to go. So it's
Yeah.
one of those things where I think it's definitely a good idea to do this meeting because it'll be good for everybody
I
to get on the same page.
I think a lot of time, like a lot of, I don't want to say issue, but using the word issue for lack of better terms, is that people don't know what they can do and when they're not stepping on toes.
Yeah,
Like, so I
I get
really
that. I
think
get that.
that we need to welcome the initiative,
Hmm.
even if it's from an intern or an artist. Like, show us that you're hungry to make this
Yeah,
place
because then
successful.
that's gonna look good on whoever it is. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If you sit there and say, okay, I'm an intern, but I actually have like all these ideas. You know, I mean, some of them may be the same ideas that we have, but some of them may be completely different ideas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I definitely want people to just. I mean, I want to hear ideas from people. I want to see people actually want to better the record label. You know what I mean? Instead of just thinking
Mm-hmm.
that they, you know, having these ideas, but then thinking, oh well, yeah, I can't really.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on anybody's toe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think too, because Denzel had a really good idea of how having this organized where there's like a head of each department, and to go up the chain of command. So like if you're a, if you're in the title underneath the specifics of like head of marketing. So if you here for like a marketing job, you go straight to the head
Mm-hmm.
of that department first, and then the head of that department brings it on to higher management. I think we should also have somebody assigned to interns specifically, not just marketing and not just social
Like
media
a head of
artists,
interns
like
kind of thing.
head of interns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that way the interns that are putting forth these ideas can go to someone who could pass it on to us, because if we're going to have 5 interns coming to us at once, then it can get overwhelming. So
Mm-hmm.
if we can at least have one person collecting those ideas from people and setting
Yeah.
those meetings up and stuff like that, I think
Plus,
that'd be
it
a
makes
really
it
good
easier for
idea.
them too to know where to
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So let me write that down. Do y'all have anybody in mind that y'all would think would
I was
fit
just about to
different
ask
roles?
that.
I mean, I think the thing is, I mean, I'll be honest. I think Chloe's been very, very vocal and shown that she definitely has a lot more ideas, and I think she's definitely willing and wanting to help
Agree.
more than what just an artist. So I don't know if that would be something she would be interested in, or if she would be
I
interested in. So I would love to give her another position other than just
Yeah,
artist.
I think her being in that position would be really good. So we can run that
Hmm.
by her and
Okay.
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a really good
we can bring it
suggestion.
up to the meeting.
Hmm.
I think what this meeting um is mostly going to be about is making sure all of the artists, not even just the artists, just everybody in general that is
Hmm.
employed by MDMR, to make sure they're comfortable, and to make sure that they're happy with where they're at.
Exactly.
Um, because who are we as a company if we are not providing a great workspace for the people that work for us?
Hmm.
And I want to clear the air, with anybody that has any problems with anything going on in the company, even if it comes down to drama or anything like that. We want to
Hmm.
clear the air so we have a fresh mind so we can take over again, because we were
Yeah.
doing so good a couple months ago. And then, I mean, things happen,
Yeah. Yeah.
vacations happen and drama happens. Of course, I mean, it's Los Santos. When is there not drama?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I really think that the meeting is going to clear up a lot of things that
Hmm.
people are uncomfortable with. And the main thing we want in this meeting is, if people do bring up something that is maybe more personalized or maybe targeted, that we don't shit down their throat. That we're not
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
like, if I call out like Bella, oh, I don't like the way that you wear your hair. Like, she's not gonna be
Yeah.
like, well, I don't like the way that you don't wear your glasses sometimes. Like, it's not gonna be like a high school feud or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, we're all adults here. We all are giving constructive criticism to each other, because that's what we do. We're a family, and
Mhm.
family does that. That's we have our backs 110%, you know.
Mhm.
So I want to make sure that everybody is comfortable. That's always been my main concern. Is just I want people happy. I want them to be here for a reason and not just be like, oh, well, this was the only place that I could come where they give me like some appreciation, you know, like
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
want that to be like MDMR is the fucking best company in the whole city of Los Santos. And I want people to recommend to their friends that are artists and be like, listen, you're thinking about Wu Chang. No, 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 no. That's a bad idea. We want MDMR.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We want people to go around and talk about us. That's what we're in the business for.
Yeah.
What's
And
a label without word of mouth?
yeah, and I think too, another thing before I lose that train of thought, I talked to Party Hardy the other day, and he was talking about how he does want to see MDMR succeed, and he does want to offer help where he can, but Fixer was a little reluctant on that. I don't think it's a bad idea to work with the other record labels. Yes, we'll
No,
have
I
like a
don't.
friendly,
I think
healthy
that's a good
rivalry,
thing.
but I think he can offer a lot of suggestions because he is really
Mhm.
good at what he does. So I think that
Yeah.
actually accepting ideas from the other labels and doing more events, I think it would also give us a better shot of being a headline in something that they were to, you know, be primarily
Yeah.
focusing on too. Like how Pride, for example, it seemed like, you know, Wu Chang had more numbers in the, you know, the later hours, which they
Exactly.
have more artists. So like that makes sense. But I think that building a better rapport with them will give us more of an
Mhm.
opportunity to work closely with them and to help us also get known. Like we don't have to rely on them obviously, but working with them is not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think it's a bad thing to work with them. If anything, I think all the record labels should at least work with each other, like on
Yeah.
a little bit of at some level. You
Yeah,
know.
because like for
That.
example, I shot Party a text message and be like, "Hey, can you give me the contact information of people from mics and stages?" And he like give me a
Mhm.
whole entire list. Like he, you know, wasn't
Oh yeah.
reluctant. Like he was
Yeah.
very helpful with that.
I
I
I
didn't mean to
was
cut you
even
off.
thinking I was even thinking of doing like a phone book. Like we already have like kind of like the contact info in our
Mhm.
Discordia, but I was thinking of making like a full on like this is who we contact for this and this is who we contact for that. So that way if one of us is not available, everybody has the opportunity to work for the company without,
Yeah,
you know, needing to hit all of these different people and be like, well, who do I contact for ATMs or who do I contact to put on an event or graphic designer or, you know, all of that stuff. We will have it all in one document that shows like everything, you know,
yeah,
Mhm.
and a
It
lot of
is
people
that's
don't
a
even
big.
know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that was a big thing. I think with the new intake of interns is that they felt blocked because they didn't know who to contact about what, and
Right.
they weren't sure when, and they didn't really ask the question. But at the same time, we didn't empower them to kind of do it themselves or give them guidance as to how to kind of get things going.
Mhm.
Which is what I think we really did around the, you know, the intern idol situation.
mm-hmm.
That was a very great instance of what we can do and how we can kind of build things.
Right.
So I definitely agree, like having some sort of centralized thing, document of some sort that helps with just guide even
Mhm.
what is possible and who to contact and what to do, like that I think is a very great thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can do
definitely.
that 100%. I can get on that over the weekend for sure. Um,
Definitely talk to Chloe as well, because I know she talked about something about like 13 pages long. I don't know if it was an intern
oh
thing,
boy.
but she,
Okay.
yeah, I
Mhm.
talk to Chloe because I know she's hungry. I know she was working on something. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but there was something that she was talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely talk to her about that. Um,
Do
I
you want me to
know
give her a
one
call?
thing. I think she might be busy right now. I just honestly left a meeting with her and Fixer, honestly,
Oh,
before I came here. But I'll talk to her on my off time before this whole meeting, and we'll get that sorted. I think going back to the onboarding thing, because I had kind of had a thought while you guys were talking. I think a main reason why the onboarding stuff kind of got lost in the mix is because I was kind of the main person that was doing that. And when I was on vacation, obviously, like, company goes on without me, that's totally fine. I 100% support that. And you know, new artists come in and new staff comes in and everything, and a lot of people don't really know the email chain and all of the documents kind of like I do, because I kind of like clear everything.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that, but the onboarding thing will get sorted.
Yeah. Well, with Chloe and her idea on the let me try that again. With Chloe and her idea on like the onboarding documentation and stuff like that, I think with her being like head of interns, like that would that's a good thing for her to have, and plus the responsibility makes sense with the head of intern part.
Yeah.
So
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. One thing I definitely wanted to bring up is the reason I kind of it was not even like a scheduled meeting by any means. It was just kind of like we were there together, so we started talking. So Fixer and Chloe were bringing up some things that I have kind of like missed in the mix of me being gone and everything. And one thing that was brought up, I'm here to kind of like demolish any of the drama that happened, because I don't want drama to be a part of our company anymore. I mean, it's going to happen regardless. There's drama in any company, any gang, any friend group. It's just part of life, unfortunately. So what I am told, so I just want to get both sides of the story, is there was something that was brought up that someone got kicked out of the studio and made to go to the clothing store because they had a little bit of yellow in their outfit.
What?
Wait, what?
What?
Apparently someone had yellow shoelaces and yellow X's on their black jackets, and they were told to go
Hold
to
on.
the-
Who the hell said that? Please. Fixer?
Chloe was the one
Chloe?
to bring that up.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself on that one. No, Robert asked me if he had too much yellow on to be outside of the studio, and I was like, yeah, probably so. And that was it. That was literally the entire fucking conversation. Literally.
Oh, wait.
He was never forced to leave at all.
Wait, we actually didn't we go with him to get those clothes?
I think we might have, or maybe it was another time, but he asked me if he had too much yellow on, and I said, yeah, probably so. And then he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go change. No one forced him out. No one, not one. Okay, that's a fucking, I'm gonna keep my opinions about that to myself.
Well, I don't want you to, because this is
That's snaky. That's a snaky comment. I'm gonna say it up front. That is a snaky ass comment, and that was completely taken out of context. That's
okay.
I feel some type of way about that.
One thing I'm going to mention at this meeting, okay, is in my time away, I have really learned how to grow a backbone. Okay, before Raiden can probably attest to this the most because he's known me longer. When I was first here, oh my god, I was such a small bean. I didn't want to interrupt anyone's conversation or thing that they were doing. I was kind of like in the background always. And now I'm coming back and I'm like, motherfucker, I have been an executive for a year now, over a year now. Okay. I need to have a backbone for this company, not only for myself, but for the company, because I want my people happy. I want me to be happy. And if I'm not happy, company isn't going to be happy. Vice versa, company isn't going to be happy. There's not going to be a happy Harlow. So there needs to be a happy medium. If you have opinions for anyone, it doesn't care. It doesn't even matter if it's Tommy, Sparky, me, Saint, any of you guys, okay? if you have opinions about someone, do not keep it to yourself.
Oh, I'm quick to give my opinion out.
I don't want to see anybody holding back something, even if it's a comment like that. We are adults.
That was a snaky
okay?
ass comment because that was completely taken out of context. But if Chloe said that, that was a snaky ass comment, and I
honestly,
feel
I
some
didn't
type
even
of
think
way
it was
towards that
about
situation.
when you were speaking about a Harlow, I honestly thought it was about something else, not
Yeah.
even relating to.
Yeah, because it was such a casual conversation. Because he's like, "You think I'm wearing too much yellow?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably so. You might want to change it whenever you leave." No one forced him out. Like it wasn't even. It was less than a 60-second conversation.
Okay.
Like that's fucking snaky and that's fucking two-faced as hell. I'm sorry. That really rubs me the wrong way.
That's definitely one thing that I want to touch in on the meeting too. That meeting is going to be so important, and I'm going to announce it every single day up until it is scheduled, because I want people to be so tired of me talking about it that they come, just so they can, stop hearing about it, because it's been overdue. And that's
that
one
makes
thing that
Bella
I
feel
really
some type of
hated
way.
when Fixer was around. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I tried to pull one meeting and Fixer got on my ass about it. I'm an executive too.
I remember that.
I am allowed to make decisions without Fixer, without anybody. I've been here longer than pretty much anybody at this point.
Yeah.
And it's not even just about tenureship. I'm not trying to rub that in people's faces at all. But I know this company better than I know myself at this point.
Yeah, I get that.
So I need to make it very clear that executives should have a pool to make meetings up when they feel it is necessary.
110%. Yes. Absolutely.
So this meeting is going to be everybody's worst nightmare, but it's also going to be the biggest blessing, because it will get anything out, and I mean anything. There might even be people
I don't even
that
think
quit
I was
that day.
streaming for that part.
We can restructure.
Like it was that
we can build
minuscule,
up again. That's
you
what we
know?
do. We are kind of like I
And he
feel like
absolutely wasn't
I
forced to
love
leave or
Mandem,
forced
don't
to
get me wrong,
change.
and I
That's
know
fucked
you're
up.
in Mandem Saint, but we're like not even MDMR anymore. We're like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or like the Phoenix Records or something, because it's just like we have been through so much shit in the past year that I've been here. I have seen this company fall so many fucking times, to the point where I was literally signing everything off to go to someone else because I was just done. I have put in resignation letters. I have put in so many text messages that is like, I'm done with this place. I don't want anybody to call me anymore about this place. I want to quit. Like, I have been filled up to my eyeballs in paperwork for this company. But the fact that I love you guys and I love the artists and everything that you guys stand for,
yes,
and
I was just thinking that the other day.
talent that everyone has here is unmatched. Wu-Chang could never.
Yeah.
Wu-Chang could never. They are not a family like we are. The one thing, the main priority of MDMR for me is the people, not the money, not the music. Of course, we're a record label. We have to do it for the music. But for me personally, it is for the people.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Can I make one request
Yes.
for future things?
Yes.
For look, the past 3 weeks, I've just heard a lot of he said, she said kind of situations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for anything that involves two people, or we need other people, like this Chloe incident, right, is an example. The Arthur incident's an example. Like all of these things, we need to get those two people that are talking about each other are in the same room with a third or fourth party delegate to just kind of listen.
Yeah.
because I feel like there's a lot of miscommunication. The
I
Pixie
see
example
that.
is a perfect thing as well. Like, I had never had issues with Pixie. I think there
Hold
was a
on.
thrown comment one way, and there was a potential issue.
Mhm.
And if we had
Oh,
just
sorry, I wanted to
done
see who
what
was in the
Valor and
hallway.
Pixie did, less than an hour ago, and sat down, had a quick chat with everyone, then it would have been squashed in like a matter of like 5 minutes, not
Right.
a lot
Yeah.
of 2 week he said she said back and forth. Like, I understand we need to kind of air it sometimes, get those frustrations out, but just get everyone in the same room and like figure out what's going on.
Honestly,
Well,
I
see,
can give two
that's
shits about the yellow. It's the fact that that was completely blown out of proportion to even be a conversation is what that, yeah, that I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
honestly, it's okay. So the way I kind of think of this is it's so like life, right? You have a whole bunch of people that choose to be friends with other people. Every person is going to have a different personality. Personalities clash. We are in here as a a group that loves music, whether it be just listening, whether it be making, whether it be watching. We are all here because we love music. That's what a record label is for.
Yep.
Everybody is going to have that different personality. And of course, we're going to clash. Some people have, like, some of these people in here, I'm going to mention a few, like Fixer and even Chloe, the couple times that I've met her, or Ava, they have big personalities. They are louder than life, versus someone who is kind of like me or Class, that is kind of reserved and quiet and not really shy, but we're more of like behind the scenes kind of people, right? So when
Yeah, that's
an
kind of how I am.
introvert and an extrovert clash, of course, feuds are going to happen because we see things in different lights from everybody else. So we need to have these scheduled meetings so people can get on the same page and hash out any like wrongdoings or anything like that so we can be together as a family. And I want to see more team building exercises that we used to do, like the arcade and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because that was really helping our morale. Even just being around to be a family, and it's not necessary that we hang around here 24/7 and only am at the studio and only talk to people who work here, right? That would be horrible to do. That would be so horrible to do. But we need to just have like activities where we can have fun together and just forget about the stress of the label, because not even just the executives of the company are stressed. The artists are stressed, the graphic designers are stressed, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on into a record label. So the meeting is going to be so completely necessary, and I'm going to try to get as many people as we can possibly get to come into the situation, because I want this company to strive. I'm pretty sure all of you are the same exact way. You want this company to be the best that it possibly can be, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't want that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I want to say
So
this. Oh, sorry. You can continue.
no, go ahead.
I want to say this too, and this isn't like jabs to anyone that was here. I want to see everyone have respect for each other. When there is stuff that we disagree with, I don't think that belittling someone is the way to go.
Exactly.
Not pointing anybody out specifically, but I feel like that was another big issue, that when people tried to make initiative, they would get belittled in certain aspects. So like with, for example, like if one of us wants to have a meeting, like there's no oh well, that isn't your role. Thank you for telling me type of shit.
Yep.
Like, no, we
Yep.
don't need that bullshit. This isn't high school. This is a business, and it's like, okay, don't come with the okay. Thank you for telling me, because okay, this is me telling you. Like, it doesn't need to be anything personal. You know, like it's,
Yeah.
let's not do the high school shit like sometimes was done in the past.
All right. Unfortunately, I do have to dip out of here, but
Yeah, yeah.
honestly,
Yes.
you guys, I
Appreciate you.
appreciate
Yeah.
you guys inviting me to this meeting. All right, have
Of
a good day,
course.
guys. If you need to, I'm
You
gonna drop my phone.
too.
You both. There you go.
See you
Oh,
later.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing I want to bring up. In the past like couple days I've been kind of like showing my face up a little bit more.
Hey, can somebody come unlock the door?
Oh, yeah. Raiden, you want to do that?
Hold on.
Wait, are you stuck?
Does she not have keys?
I'm about to go see.
Oh, okay.
Is she just scuffed? She has a CEO position.
I don't know why she wouldn't have keys. It might just be scuffed. Okay, but another thing I wanted to bring up is over the past couple days that I've been kind of like flying in and showing my face a little bit more, Fixer has been nonstop talking to me. And I really think it would be a good idea to bring him in again. I know he has a lot of things that he's going through.
Yeah, we met with him yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah,
He
yesterday. Or day before
honestly,
yesterday.
okay, let me break this down. If it wasn't for Fixer, I would not be here.
Mm-hmm.
Fixer
I think we all could
is
pretty much say that in a way.
yes, Fixer is one of the main reasons that I woke up every day before my vacation because he had such a clear vision for this company. And before when it was Molly was kind of like all over the place. She really didn't care too much about the company as a whole. She really only cared about the money aspect and getting her name out.
Yeah.
It was very personal to her. Fixer made it about everyone else except him. He really strove to make this place a family, and he did such a good job. Raiden and I saw this place before Fixer came around, and it was a horrible place to be. It was very dull. There was a lot of drama. There was nothing but headaches. Constant fighting between everybody. There was really no sense of camaraderie. And I feel that Fixer did something that none of us could ever imagine. And that's bringing MDMR to its absolute best that it's ever been. Ever since I was around. I came around when this building was like a baby. Like it was just built like maybe a month and a half prior to me being hired on. Like the things that Fixer has done in the like 8 months that he's been here, crazy.
Oh yeah,
Could
110%.
I could never imagine anyone else doing that. So I think I know that me and you are going to work well together, Bella, because we already have that outstanding relationship of you coming in as an artist and you having that side and me having kind of like the executive experience. So I'm not worried about that in the slightest. I couldn't doubt that we are going to be amazing at this.
Thank you so much for the follow.
I've been saying for months that we needed another girl in the executive team because
Oh yeah.
Fixer is he likes the men a little bit more than women running positions, which is fine. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But women have like kind of like in head smarts that men don't have. I'm not saying that to diss the men population, Raiden. But we just we have a little bit more experience as far as like the drama side of things, I guess. So that way we can kind of like mediate things. We're
Yeah.
better mediators than men are, because men are just like, yeah, this is testosterone, baby, you know, like
Oh yeah.
so we want to bring to f- we want to bring Fixer in. I mean, he was even saying like uh even if you bring me on as like a janitor, he wants to be part of this company
Oh
because
yeah, 110%. I want to hire him back on as an artist, but I don't know what to offer him at this moment in time because I didn't know about how money looked as far as bonuses go and shit like that. So that's something we need to discuss. Offered him a contract, but I kind of want to let him wait it out a little because I don't want it to be thought of as you can tell everybody fuck you, suck my big black balls, and then come right back to work. You know what I mean?
honestly, that through all the meetings that Fixer and I have been through together, that is a typical Tuesday for him. Like
Oh yeah, I know, but it's not.
hearing
It's
that
still not okay. You know?
it's not okay. It's definitely not okay. That doesn't, you know, it's not good for anybody to say that. I don't care if it was Tommy walking in here and saying, "Oh, you can suck my cock," whatever. It doesn't matter who it is. That's not right. It's very unprofessional, especially when we have new interns that are constantly coming in trying to get signed and all of that.
Like
But
when I tell you he really disrespected Arthur and Arthur really got demotivated, like he was very disrespectful and I feel bad. Arthur would have been a fantastic person to have here. 110%. He was eager, he was hungry. He went out more than any other intern ever has since I've been here. And Fixer tore him to shreds. And I will respect Fixer for everything that he's done for me, but I will not respect the way that he talks to people. I will not respect the way that he treated Arthur. When I'm telling you, I've never seen Fixer treat somebody like shit so much. And that's saying a lot because I've seen him treat some people like fucking shit. Like,
right.
Arthur did not deserve that in a
Let me take
slightest.
this really quick. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Hello? Hi.
You want her Fixer to sweat it out a bit long? Yeah, I agree. I agree. It can't be
Arthur
okay.
did not deserve it at all.
Wait, what's that?
I agree that Arthur didn't deserve it. at
Like,
all.
I genuinely felt bad. Like, I really felt like that killed his spirit.
Mm.
And
Look,
that's not okay.
when we were down at the pier before, listening to tracks, Chloe said that Arthur's basically gone, like he's quit and he's looking elsewhere.
Bye.
And it's just like, you know, that could have been one of the
Okay.
people
Mhm.
in the head of positions.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question because again, I've been kind of gone for a little bit. So who is Arthur to MDMR?
I hired him on as an intern. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something. Hold on.
Yeah, we hear that. It's okay.
Burger King for sandwich. Anyways,
Hell yeah.
I hired him on as an intern because we needed somebody to do social media, but he also wanted to do like in-person marketing. He wanted to go out, make connections with people, build a rapport out there, a professional rapport. So we'd be invited to do events. We'll be able to work with businesses closely.
Okay.
And so that people can see us out there. And when I tell you, he dove into this 110%. Like, he dove into this 110%.
Okay.
He was already building us relationships with people. He was also already working with the new artists and interns on hosting them events. Like, it really sucks that Fixer scared him away because he would have been a fantastic asset. He's still technically an intern, and I am going to try to keep him here once things kind of slow down.
Okay. How about this? Once we have this meeting, we want
I'm eating a Burger King for sandwich.
If we can.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Because last time I talked to him, he's like, if, you know, If
But yes,
Fixer's gonna be around in the place of management, like he's done, but if I need him
Okay.
for anything, that he would still be helping, but he's not gonna put himself out there for the company if the company's not gonna do the same for him.
Okay, so here's my plan.
Yeah, he was.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so we get him here for this meeting, and then afterwards, just me, I'm gonna have a talk with him because I'm kind of outside looking in
Mm-hmm.
at this because I wasn't here for that whole blow up. And I can speak openly with him about the things that he is kind of impacted by, right? I don't want him to be uncomfortable. I don't want him to feel like he has to walk away from this, because if he actually dove in like that, he needs to have some sort of title. And maybe he would be a good like head of interns, or maybe like artist relations or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to offer him something that will make him feel comfortable
Yeah,
to
I
come
agree.
back. And that's, I mean, even if Fixer does come back into management, which will be down the line, I'm sure, we want to make sure that everybody is comfortable with that. So if even one person has a problem with him coming back, even as just an artist or whatever, I want that meeting to kind of be like the pinnacle of people saying what they have in their minds. Because like I said, again, the number one thing for me about this company is to make sure that people are happy.
Yeah.
That will always be my number one priority, always. And I hate hearing people feel disheartened about this company, because we really want people to feel comfortable and want to come to work, you know.
Yeah.
So this meeting is going to be huge. I think we need to I'm going to open up a channel in the email chain for just executives,
Okay.
so we can kind of like put bullet points on what we want to discuss in the meeting, because I think that will be very, very necessary. Because if not, we're going to get distracted and we're going to go completely off the radar of any topic that we want to talk about. And this meeting is going to end up being like 7 hours long.
Yeah.
We don't want that. 2 hours max, please.
I'd
yeah.
also with the agenda, maybe give a section or like questions for those that are coming to have pre-answers or something available. So like if we're talking about some issue that they've had in the studio, get them to present something to us. Or if we're talking about something that they think could be improved, it's like given to us before
Yeah.
the meeting.
That's
that
what
we
I'll
can then say,
do.
this is
Yes.
When I email people today.
everyone's kind of presented or given to us. We just want to say this is what we think we could do with it. Does everyone agree, yes or no? Then it saves us kind of going in like, look, Harlow, you know, you've been in these meetings. Everyone stands in a
Honestly,
circle,
I
we
feel
all
like out
introduce
of
ourselves,
all,
and then it's
I
kind
feel
of
like
like
CEO
a,
was going
like,
to be given
figure
to
out
somebody
what
in
to do
Mandem,
next.
which I
Yep.
felt
And
like
then-
it kind of needed
and
to
then we all
be,
walk
and I
away.
think should be
Like,
good for
it
it.
seems to be like that, and sometimes
I couldn't think of a better part. Like I told her yesterday, but I don't think I was streaming for that part. Like I don't think out of
find something else
who I think could have been the options,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a
just
better
like, I'd
would have been a
love to be
better
able to get
pick.
people on board. The big thing
I
that
think
I've
she's pretty
always been is,
level-headed,
like,
and
we
she has the
get people
connections that she
interested,
need that
but
we
then they
need
don't want to
between
follow through.
the
Yes.
owners of the company and
Like, Arthur was great at
us.
everything
So
that he
she's a
was
good
talking about,
mediator
and then
between
got
those
disheartened by
conversations.
Fixer. And it's a shame because we could have seen him do all of
Because
these
like I
things.
don't know what the likelihood
And-
of me
Right.
getting to
like, I
talk to
don't want
Tommy
that to
is.
happen to like everyone else. Like all of the artists, Chloe and Pixie, they've already gone through within 3 weeks of signing here.
But
they've
I think
gone
she'll be good
through
for it.
So much more drama than I think Bella and I have gone through in like 8 months.
Yeah.
And
Right.
It's crazy that the things that have happened. And now I think we just want to make sure we right the ship. They're all understanding what's going on. It's all on the same page. I think that is really open
I
clarity.
think she'll
for
be around more
everyone
than
so
SK.
that
Oh yeah, most
we can get back
definitely.
to
She
doing
already
what we do
is.
best.
She already is.
Right. Okay. We can how about this? We schedule the meeting to be not next Tuesday coming up, but the Tuesday following. So what
Okay.
that would be, hold on, bringing up my
Hold on, yeah.
calendar now. That would be the 29th of August.
Okay, we could do that. I was
And
thinking
we
next Thursday, but yeah, that Tuesday is good too.
I think Tuesday will just allow us to kind of, because a lot of people are kind of, you know, out and about for the weekends and everything. So with this weekend being literally a day away, and like next weekend, you know, people are starting to get back into school and everything like that. So I don't want to be like, oh hey, by the way, we have a huge meeting coming up in less than 2 weeks. Get ready, you know. Uh,
Yeah. Oh, I don't know who
What
this is.
time? I'm trying to, because my
So I would like to shoot for I want to say like 10 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, that's a good time.
I feel like a lot of people can make it for that kind of time. If not, you know, we can always take notes from the meeting and post them, so people understand what we talked about if they can't make it. I also I don't want to sound weird in any kind of process in this, but I would like to get kind of like a head count to
Yeah.
see who is and is not coming, because I get like if it's things that they can't control, like outer city things, like I completely understand.
Yeah.
I'm so completely flexible at that. You guys have no idea. When I used to run my hospital back in the day, like I was usually the only one who was working most of the time, because I just let my employees kind of be off, because I understand what it's like. So if it's things they can't control, we can kind of like gather, you know, like why they're not going to be there. All they have to say is personal. They don't have to describe anything.
Yeah.
But if we know that they're in the city and they choose not to come, we kind of know like what their priorities are, you know, and we
Yeah.
can kind of whittle those people out.
Yeah, that's all I
So
want to email everybody and
yes.
touch base with them, because I don't know how everybody's hours are, so I don't know what the likelihood of
Mhm.
me linking up with them here, just
Right.
while I'm here would be. So I want to email everybody, get an idea of when they're going to be around, and then
Yep.
have them notify them of the meeting and make sure they'll
Yeah,
be there.
like
Or
I
what
said,
notification
I'll
not.
post about it after I head home. I'll, you know, get on my laptop and post about it in the email chain.
Mhm.
And I don't even care. I'm gonna mention everybody. It will be, everybody will get a ping on their phone about it.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do the other
Um,
day, but it kind of just it just kind of
it went
little.
unheard.
Yeah.
I will solve that. Another thing that I am definitely going to touch on, if Tommy Puff mentions the paychecks one more time in any sort of capacity, he's gone.
Okay. Fair
Because
enough.
I heard that before Fixer left, he actually had to go into the bank account and pay Tommy, because Tommy was literally bugging him non-stop about his paycheck.
Yeah, Blog Boy called me yesterday about it too. I told him that.
That is not going to fly in any sort of medium here.
I'm cool
None.
with that.
If anybody asks about money, let me know.
You got
And
it.
I will handle that, because mom ain't gonna stand for that.
Yeah. Mira just texted me. Are y'all okay with me giving her the artist role back? I know she quit and went to Wu Chang, and she was an artist before she went to Wu Chang. She wants her Fixer hired her back on as an intern. I know she's working on stuff. Do y'all want to keep her as an intern and have her go through the new intern process of 2 more songs, or?
Nope, I
She-
trust her 100%. Give her the
I do
artist
too.
title.
Yeah, I do too. And I feel like she wasn't gone long enough to really warrant her being an intern again. I feel like she was only what, a week, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks.
It was, yeah, it wasn't that long that she was gone.
Yeah, so I feel like, hold on.
So good.
Okay, yeah, she wasn't gone long enough to not have that role. Does anybody have food, by the way?
Yes, here. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, so we are gonna do it the 29th at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then I'll open up that channel for executive discussion, and we will go from there.
Perfect. You said 29th,
Sounds
10
good.
a.m. Eastern.
Yes. All right. Anything else we need to
Okay.
get over before I go to bed?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Raiden, you good?
I just need to make sure that I can change
yeah, I
roles
think
in the
that's it.
email chain, and we need to make sure that we get the roles sorted out in the email chain whenever. Who's in charge of that, by the way?
Me and well, Fixer was, so I guess it's just me. I'm gonna try to get in touch with I'm gonna try to get in touch with a secretary of some sort to see if I can get pretty much all of the administrative properties of the
Yeah.
email chain, because I seem to be the only one who can do it. So I'll email some secretaries about that and see if I
Okay.
can go through that.
The only other question I have is the the Squatify submissions. Who does that for the playlist?
That would be Fixer.
Is that something that we could take over?
Wait, I don't think it's Fixer. I think it was actually Zelda. Who runs that playlist?
I think it was Zelda.
I know
and
Fixer submits it too.
Zelda, Fixer, Zelda. It's owned by Zelda, and Fixer and Bree are collaborators. So you need to get that off of.
I can
probably
email Zelda
Yeah.
and ask her if I can have access to that too. Because I got to email her anyway about the meeting. So whenever I email her, I can ask her for that. I don't remember if I responded to this. Honestly,
Okay,
she'd be a
yeah,
better
sounds
option
good.
than SK. She'd be more
We
willing to have those
can
talks with Tommy.
we can
Yeah,
get that
I
all
agree.
fixed up. Sounds good. Okay.
Okay. Do we want to talk to Chloe about being head of interns, or do we want to kind of sit on that? Because
We are going to wait on that.
yeah, I kind of want to sit on that now. I don't really. That really rubs me the wrong way that was taken so much out of context. Like that was so much out of context. So now I'm a little skeptical now about how I feel about that situation.
Yeah, I get that. We'll sort it out. Everything will be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
If you guys have any
Cool.
questions, please
Okay.
email me. I'm not going to bed like right away. I do have like something to do. So I should be around for like another hour or two. But if
Okay.
you guys need anything, please shoot me an email. We'll get everything after Storm. I'll set up like the channel and everything so we can come in and kind of discuss what we want to discuss as far as the meeting goes.
Okay.
And yeah,
I think we're good.
Yeah.
about the lawyer thing, I think I might actually try to get in touch with Grace instead of Odessa.
Grace
As much
is
as I-
working with ecstasy, and she said
Never
it's a
mind.
conflict of interest. Yeah.
Never mind then. Fuck. Of course Molly would take Grace. Of course.
Yeah.
I fucking love Grace. She's wonderful.
That's
Okay.
everybody's first suggestion too. And I was
Yep.
like,
Yeah. Grace is absolutely one of the best lawyers in the city. But that's okay. I'm fine with Odessa. I've known Odessa for years, so
okay, perfect.
she's good. A little troublesome at times, but that, you know what, that's fine. We can handle that when
It's a common
the time comes
theme.
to it.
It's a common theme at this rate.
Crazy is as crazy does.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Goodness.
again, if you guys need anything, you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Message, email,
Appreciate
whatever.
you, bub.
I love you guys so
Thank
much.
you
You
so
guys are
much.
wonderful.
I love you.
Thank you.
On to good things. Good things. Bigger and
On to
better
good
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger and better things, Bella. I've so you might have noticed, but I started putting up a locked sign on this thing,
Yeah.
so that hopefully they don't come in, and then if we do have meetings, chucking up a meeting in progress somewhere,
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
because like Denzel said the other day, like people just barging in was a bit crazy.
Yeah. Let me change Mira's.
Yeah, I really have to probably head as well. So it's good chatting. It's been really productive today. We'll catch up again.